Hope you're well on this Thursday morning. It's a little bit chilly today, so we're going to do lots of lovely warm-ups. Now, just remember again that you've got a sturdy chair, a chair that's comfortable, that's fairly sturdy. I've used a yoga mat to place the chair on so that it doesn't slip. So by all means, grab a yoga mat underneath your chair, just for comfort and safety. And a couple of cans from your kitchen cupboard if you'd like to do the resistance work, okay? Let's see, today we have cream of tomato soup from Waitrose, there we go. But a couple of cans if you'd like to do a bit of the resistance work. If you don't want to do the resistance work, then I'll be guiding you through to do something like this, a loose fist, and just doing the exercises without the cans, okay? So all of today's exercises can be done with or without the cans. And as long as you're comfortable, we're going to begin. So let's have the feet hip width apart, yogis. Take a nice deep breath in, sitting tall in the chair. So let's arrive in the space. Let's just take 3 slow breaths, just to focus on the breath and arrive in the space. Nice deep breath in through the nostrils. Nice deep breath out through the nostrils. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in gently. Breathing out fully, but without straining. Just take another breath in your own time, yogis. Always a useful tip to just take a few deep breaths before you start any sort of movement or exercise as a way of tuning into your breath and settling your body. Settling the breath. Okay, and then if your eyes are closed, just opening them now. Welcome back. We're going to start by, as we often do, warming the body up. We're going to start by just very gently, and we'll do both toes, lifting the toes off the floor and spreading them on the floor. Now, I've got bare feet. I find that these exercises are performed better in bare feet, or with bare feet rather. So if you've got socks on and you're not too chilly, just taking them off now. But if that's just doesn't feel comfortable, keep the socks on. But much easier to stretch the feet if they're bare. So lifting them and spreading the toes as if you're trying to fan them apart almost, creating a little space there. And then breathing in, lifting the toes and fanning them apart. Let's do that twice more. Breathing in, we lift the toes, fanning them apart. Breathing in, lifting the toes, creating a little space. That can bring on a bit of cramp, so just go gently there. If you do get cramp at all, just stop and massage the area. What we're going to do now is scrunch up the toes, all of the toes, as we breathe in and flick them away as we breathe out. We're going to do 6 of those. Inhale as we scrunch the toes, exhale as we flick away. Breathing in, scrunching the toes, and exhale as we flick away. Inhaling, scrunching the toes, exhale, flicking away. Breathing in, breathing out. Once more, scrunching the toes up gently and as if you're trying to flick them away and relax them. So a wonderful stretch for the digits of the toes. We're going to raise the right foot, just the right foot, yogis, and just start to flex that backwards and forwards gently. Perhaps we could add the breath to this movement. So inhale as we bring the toes towards us. Exhale as we push away. Inhale, toes towards you. Exhale, push away. 3 more of those in your own time. Just make sure again you're sitting tall and you're rooting down through that left heel. Good. Wonderful way to stretch into the foot. Once more if you can. Inhaling, exhale, pushing away. Good. Let's start to rotate gently into that ankle now. We'll do 10 rotations in one direction slowly, keeping the breath relaxed, keeping the spine tall in the chair. And 10 in the opposite direction slowly, untying the knots there in the ankle joint. Go gently, stop if you need to, don't strain. Good. And then releasing the foot down. Have a look, notice if the foot is a different colour or feels warmer. Often the circulation is already improving just by those few movements. It's about just becoming aware or sensitive to just how beneficial these exercises are in a chair. So we're going to flex now the left foot backwards and forwards and do that 6 more times slowly. Inhale as you draw the foot towards you. Exhale as you point the toes away. Inhale, pointing the toes towards you. And exhale as you point away. 4 more slowly. You can always do less of these if it feels too strong, or more if you want to increase the stretch. Okay. So on the days that we don't perform the yoga, then, and you're doing it at home alone, just doing a few of these before you're going to do long periods of sitting, maybe on your computer, or like today when the weather's not as good and you're not in the garden. But you'll notice if you go for a walk later, in between the rain showers, that, well, I'm hoping you do, that actually walking is improved with these exercises and that we're benefiting the posture from head to toe. Okay, wonderful. So when you've done that, we're going to place the foot down and then we'll complement that by doing both. So let's lift the feet up, we'll bring the feet together and we'll make some wide circles slowly. About 5 of those in one direction, aiming to keep the feet together, wide circles with the ankles, and about 5 gently, if you can, in the opposite direction. You may feel this as well, working your thigh and knees. Take a nice deep breath in and then release down. We'll go back to both feet, raising them again, one forwards, one back, and let's integrate the breath. Inhale, exhale as you push one forwards, one back. Inhale as you alternate that. Exhale. Inhale, pushing one foot forwards, one back. Exhale as you alternate the opposite side. Breathing in, breathing out. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Good. And now let's take the feet down. And we're going to just do a little bit of tapping there, toes and ankles. And then what we're going to do is toe to heel with the right foot. So toe down and then the heel. Stretching the front of the foot gently and then the back. Toe to heel. Add the breath, yogis. Inhale and exhale. 3 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, toes pointing down. Exhale, heel down. Once more. Good. And then we switch sides. Toe and heel. Inhale and exhale. 3 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Let's do 2 more. Such a good exercise for the foot and helps posture and makes sure when we're walking that we're walking more efficiently, utilizing the toes and feet. After all, they take you where you want to go and your legs and feet hold you up. So it's about just acknowledging those areas and also strengthening them. I'd like to work now on the knees a little bit. We're moving up the joints. We've worked the feet, we've worked the ankle joints. So now let's work our knees. So we're going to interlace underneath that right thigh. We're going to inhale and try to bring the nose towards the knee for this exercise today, working the spine. But as I exhale and straighten the leg at hip height, I look forwards, my spine is straight. Inhale, nose to knee, creating a nice dome-like shape there. Exhale, looking forwards, aiming to just keep that leg at shoulder, sorry, not at shoulder height, that would be good, but at hip height. And 4 more. Breathing in, looking forwards to breathe out, flex the toes towards you as you do so. Inhale gently, exhale. Now if that's comfortable, doing 2 more, stop if you need to. If there's any discomfort, remember yogis, do please stop. Okay, do this at the speed that suits you. 1 more if you can. Inhaling, nose to knee. Exhale, flexing the toes, looking forwards. And then release. Good. So healing, strengthening for that knee joint. Let's switch sides. We're going to breathe in, bring the nose to the knee. Exhale, looking forwards, flexing the foot. Don't raise the leg if you can help it any higher than your hip though. 4 more. Breathing in and exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Good. Keep going. We'll do 2 more after this if we can, yogis. 2 more in your own time. Stop again if you need to, though. Please don't strain. Last time. Good work. And release down. So again, anything like that will help to strengthen the knee joint. And I'd like to share with you one more exercise for the knees today. Coming forwards. So although my bottom's still on the chair, I've come forwards, but very safely still on the chair. Feet about hip width apart, feet flat. And this time we're going to either go back to the right leg, holding on to alternate wrists, or perhaps the elbows if you can, holding on to alternate wrists underneath that thigh, or the elbows if you can. And from the knee down to the foot, we're going to do those wide circles. So I'm trying to make as wide a circles as I comfortably can from the knee down to the foot. Okay, about 5 of those in one direction slowly. And then gently 5 in the opposite direction. This is why we need to lean forward slightly. Make sure we're rooting down through that left heel to support us. And just going very gently into this exercise. If you've got any knee issues, you can always skip this, okay? Or do less. So let's try the other side. You saw that I was holding on to alternate elbows there. Actually, I'm going to hold on to alternate wrists now and just try that. Underneath that left thigh. Breathing in, breathing out normally. Wide circles, as wide as I can. Just moving from the knee down to the foot, okay? Now, you can see my upper body's moving slightly, but most of the movement coming from that lower half of my leg, and then a few in the opposite direction. Again, do please take care if you've got any issues with your knees, but do remember this is strengthening, building strength and healing, nourishing for our knee joints. So worth having a go at if you can. So a couple of nice exercises there for the knees. Let's move into the hips now. This one, now I've got a sort of laminated floor, but if you've got a carpet, you can still do this. We bring the knees together, hands, knees together, feet together, hands resting on the knees. All I'm going to do is inhale, take my knees as wide apart as I can. I can feel that opening in my hip. In fact, I'm working all the way down here, all the way down to my inner groin, and down into the inner leg, down to the inner ankle. So this whole area of the body is being opened and stretched. And then bringing the legs together. We do 6 of those. Breathing in. Make sure you're not straining the hips here. Nice tall spine. Exhale, coming together. Breathing in. Again, make sure you're not, if you've got tight hips, go gently. Exhale. 3 more slowly. Breathing in. And breathing out. Such a great exercise for inner thigh, hips, all the way down to the inner ankle. We're stretching once more and exhale. Well done. I'm going to do a little bit more on those hips, if that's okay. Again, you can skip this if it feels a bit too strong. And to sit back slightly, and I'm going to raise one leg and take it out to the side, just very slightly. You can see, I can feel that stretch, and make small little circles with the foot, in fact, the whole leg. I can feel that working the inner and outer hip joint. Just small circles, a few. This is great for the legs, strengthening for the legs as well. And then a few circles in the opposite direction. And I think you'll hopefully feel this on the inner or outer hip and thigh. So go gently, just a few. Changing direction. And then bring that leg in. Well done. And we'll do the other side. So again, out to the other side. Sitting tall, little circles with the whole leg. As if I'm trying to draw small circles with my foot. That's it. You may notice one hip feels, there's more range of motion there than the other side. And that, yogis, remember, is completely normal. Go in the opposite direction now. Oh, leg feeling quite heavy with this exercise. So just a few of those circles if you can. Skip the pose if you find it too strong. Well done. Let's come in and release. Great work there. And again, we're going to do that exercise a little bit later when we add the upper body. So let's just take stock for a moment. What we've done already in this short time that we've had, and we've got an hour, we've opened and energized the major joints of the lower half of our body already. That includes the toes, the feet, the ankles, your knees and hips. So what I'd like you to do is just close your eyes just for 1 or 2 deep breaths, sitting tall, a moment to reconnect with your breath. And simply notice if the lower half of the body feels a little lighter or perhaps a little warmer and more open now. And enjoy 2 more resting breaths here. So just want you to take the awareness to the sensations you're experiencing in the lower half of the body and notice if there's any warmth there or tingling. And then compare it to the upper body. Does the upper body feel the same? And very often we may notice a physical difference in the upper and lower. I'm just getting you to become a little more aware and sensitive to the benefits of our practice. Just feeling any sensations. One more deep breath in and exhale, open the eyes. So just physically noticing whether that area feels any looser, the lower half. And of course, what we don't want to do is leave with the upper body not feeling in harmony or balance. So we're going to equalize that, harmonize it now by opening up the major joints of the upper body. Let's take the arms to shoulder height, yogis, and do have a quick look to make sure they're straight. We'll make a loose fist, that's the thumb, wrapped inside, the 4 fingers wrapped around the inside of the thumb, a loose fist. And we're just going to start by breathing in. And then as we exhale, opening, stretching those fingers as far apart as you can. Let's do 10 of those. Inhaling and exhaling as you open. Breathing in as you make your loose fist. Breathing out as you open. Now, the value and benefit of this is huge, immense. We're all using our laptops or our iPads and computers far more these days. And these exercises are excellent for when we're probably on those and using our fingers on the keyboard far more than we used to. So an excellent way to avoid these areas becoming tight and stiff throughout the day. Loosening, energizing, and opening all of the digits in your fingers and hands. So can I ask you that this is just something to bear in mind to do every day before you get on that computer, if you can remember. One more, inhale and exhale, and then relax, release the arms. Because often we find we're holding a lot of tension, but the arms come heavy from these exercises. Let's make 2 loose fists again, yogis, but this time let's start to rotate those wrists inwards. So we're working more into the wrist joint now. And we'll do 10 of those as the wrists come inwards towards one another. Let's remind ourselves to take the feet hip width apart, plant the feet into the earth, keep the spine tall, and then about 10 of those in the opposite direction. So now my wrists are going outwards, away from one another. Breath is relaxed. Nice deep breathing. Now, if this feels, too much, then just skip it or even stop when you need to. Reminding everyone that we're here just to work ourselves gently, not to hurt ourselves. And then release down. So the next one's a little bit of wrist gym. We didn't do this with the feet, but it's worth just having a go. And just having a bit of a laugh as you do it. So not taking it too seriously, yogis. We bring the fists up and we begin one in one direction and the opposite wrist in the other direction. So now we're working the cerebral parts of our brain. Left and right hemispheres of the brain talking to one another. Okay, don't worry if it's not happening. I just want you to merely have a go. And then pause and start one in one direction and the other one in the opposite direction. And again, it's just great for the brain to start to communicate all the way down into those hands and fingers. That's brilliant. Well done. Having a go. And then release. Well done. So wrists again. Just one more for our wrist because it's such an important integral part whilst we're in lockdown, particularly if we're on the computer. We may just be doing more around the house and in the garden, so we're utilising and using the hands far more. Palms are going to push away, arms at shoulder height, elbows straight, and we're going to breathe in as if we were pushing against that imaginary wall. Exhale, we simply drop at the wrist. Inhale, I want you to push away, and exhale as you drop at the wrist. 4 more slowly. Breathing in, get a lovely stretch, but don't strain those wrists. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Do 2 more for me if you can, or pause if you need to. Last one. Inhaling, fingers towards the ceiling, and exhale, dropping the wrist. Well done. Relax the arms because, again, you may find this area gets tight and heavy. You know, we're working here. We're going to do a little bit into the elbow and then finally into the shoulders, and then we'll have warmed up the whole entire joints of the body, the major joints, that is. So let's have the palms facing. Now let's change this. Let's inhale and just bring one resting on, and then as you exhale, switch sides. Breathing in, alternate elbow opens. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, smoothly opening one elbow joint, smoothly closing the other. Alternate elbow openers. Breathing in, good. Breathing out, looking forwards. Again, slow it down if you need to. We'll keep going a little longer. That's excellent, well done. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Once more if you can, alternate elbow openers. That's brilliant. And release and relax the arms. Well, I certainly feel that here in the shoulders. We are working the arms far more. It's not just about this joint, so just remember that. Take a breath in and rest. Breathe out and release. Good. Let's move into those shoulders now. We'll do one at a time so that we can really focus there. So I'm bringing the fingers to the shoulder, the right shoulder, the elbow out to the side, and all we're going to start to do is make small circles in a forwards direction with my right elbow. Now, if this is too strong and you find getting your hand is not possible here, can I ask you just to do these simple rolls forwards as an alternative? So if you can't bring this hand to the shoulder, if that's too tricky, then simply roll the shoulder forwards, okay? So let's do 4 more in a forwards direction, looking forwards, keeping the spine tall, and then start to go backwards if you can. I always say to people, it's almost as if we can imagine or visualize that we've got a pencil on the end of the elbow and we're trying to draw small little circles, but we're looking forwards. That's brilliant. Now release that arm when you need to. We're going to do the other side, so fingers coming to the shoulder. If this is too strong, remember yogis, then simply do this. Rotate and shrug that left shoulder forwards and then back, okay? As an alternative to this movement. So we go forwards, about 10 of those slowly, imagining that we've got a very sharp pencil on the end of the elbow, sitting tall and just keeping our breath at the forefront of our mind, breathing easily, not holding or suspending that breath, which is, you know, quite easy to do. And then let's go backwards. Small circles. Just massaging, loosening, untying the knots in the shoulder joint. Good. 1 or 2 more of those slowly. And then let's release down and relax. Let's integrate both now. We're going to roll both shoulders back a couple of times slowly together. 4 of those slowly. And then 4 in a forwards direction. Okay, just again, a great way to release any pent-up tension. Wonderful. Okay, and relax. We're going to move into the head and neck now. It's easy to disregard these joints, particularly the neck, but it holds about the weight of a bowling ball, as we know. Our head weighs about the weight of a bowling ball. So our neck, again, if we're on the computer a lot, is prone to strain and sprain. So we're going to inhale and turn the head smoothly to one side. Again, not straining. And as I exhale, I smoothly turn the head to the opposite side. I breathe in, turn the head to one side. And I breathe out, turning the head to the other side. Now you can see, yogis, that it's a gliding movement. It's not a jerky movement. I'm not stopping in the middle. I'm simply gliding to one side as I breathe in, and I simply glide to the other side as I breathe out. So go at your pace, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling smoothly. Please be careful that you're not straining, only turning the head as far as you can. Let's just do one more slowly. Breathing in and breathing out. And come back to the center and relax. Well done. Let's include the side of the neck now. So we're going to simply drop one ear. I've dropped my right ear towards my right shoulder. And then we bring the right hand up to cover the left palm. Sorry, the left ear. And then I'm just slowly stretching. We're going to just flick that those fingers upwards. So left arm is straight, accentuating the stretch carefully. And I'm just encouraging, just gently guiding, not pulling, just gently guiding my right ear down towards my right shoulder. And feeling that lovely stretch down the left side as well. Now again, yogis, do take care. Breathe into the stretch, but don't force the stretch. One more full breath in and release carefully. Let's switch sides. So left ear down to left shoulder. Left palm covers the right ear and acts as a little protective sort of shield there as we just drop and feel the stretch in the right side. Right arm goes out to the side. I flick the fingers deliberately upwards, accentuate the stretch. And I'm guiding my left ear a little closer to the left shoulder if I can. But again, I just want to emphasize that we don't want to strain here. Just enjoying a couple of more deep breaths is such a great way to stretch not only the neck, but the shoulder, the arm. One more deep breath in and carefully release. Good work, yogis. Let's not forget the back of the neck. Now this stretch goes all the way down to the lower spine. Again, if you find it makes you feel dizzy or you don't like it, then please just stop. We're going to breathe in deeply, filling the lungs to capacity. And simply drop the chin to the chest. Our aim is just to breathe all the way down into the lower half of the back, down into the spine, and then exhale and bring the head back up. So we only hold that stretch. We're only holding the breath for 1 or 2 seconds, being very careful. Let's do that again if comfortable. Deep breath in, chin to chest. Again, explore the stretch all the way down to the lower spine. And when you're ready, exhale, coming up. And if that's comfortable for you, yogis, we do that once more. Breathing in, chin to chest, drop those shoulders, explore the stretch all the way down to the low back. And when you're ready, exhale, carefully come back. And again, just take a resting breath here. So, upper body's been stretched and energized, as well as the lower half. So let's come forwards a little bit now. We'll just do a little bit of stretching. So what we're going to do, we're halfway almost through the practice. Feet and knees apart, elbows up to shoulder height, and we open the fingers, yogis. I come forwards on my chair, but still making sure my bottom is in contact with the chair. Feet down, hip width apart. Let's inhale to one side, smoothly exhale to the other. Just a couple of side stretches, starting to work as we often do at this time, after our warm up, into the spine. Breathing in to one side, breathing out smoothly to the other. Elbows keeping them at shoulder height, palms facing down. And as you can see, yogis, I'm trying to just move the torso. Legs are moving a little, but keeping the feet anchored down and the legs relatively still. Inhale, lovely waist twist as well, but warming and energizing, sending the energy more efficiently up and down my spine. Inhale, exhale. And it's chilly this morning, the temperature's dropped, so even more of a reason to keep our spines healthy, energized. If you can imagine, the spinal fluid is a little bit like mercury in a tube. I often describe it like that in my classes. And what's happening now is that energy is just beginning to flow more efficiently up and down our spines. We have a metabolism in the spine. Every part of our body is connected. And it's said that these movements help to just make that metabolism more efficient. But moreover, excellent for spinal health, suppleness. I want to try and keep the whole body supple, but carefully. Once more to each side, slowly. That's got to be a good minute there. Well done. Back we come and we release. Now, before we come to standing in a moment and do some balances and stretches, I just want us to utilize the chair a little bit more with a couple of side stretches. So I want you to just flex the toes of the left foot away. So what I've done is straighten my left leg, toes towards me, and I'm going to raise the arms and fold down. So working the leg now, and I'm holding on to that left leg. I'm very gently going to hinge forwards from my hips. If I want to make it stronger, I can lower the hands towards the ankle, but I may be just above the knee, that's fine. And just making sure again that you're sitting firmly on the chair and flexing the toes. And we turn this into a lovely hamstring stretch. We might notice we're quite tight in the back of the body, particularly the left leg, the hamstring. Relax the head, gaze towards the foot, and take 2 more deep breaths, yogis. Again, when we sit for long periods of time, we may find these areas get tight. And release. Good. Okay. Let's try the other side. So firstly, I slightly turn the right foot out and slightly away, flexing the toes towards me. Turn my torso towards the right leg. Raise the arms on an inhalation, getting a stretch. Exhale, folding down. Now again, just make sure you're sitting firmly on your chair. You've come forwards, but you're still comfortably and safe on the chair. And folding down this leg. Holding on to the leg is important. And again, make sure that you're not folding too far forwards. It's very much the crease from the hips as we fold forwards, flexing the toes towards us and giving that hamstring a mighty stretch. We're very often very tight there. They can be stubborn. So 2 more deep breaths if you can, yogis. Guide the breath gently into the hamstring where you're feeling the stretch. 1 more full breath in and come up nice and carefully. Well done. Well, I said I just wanted to do a little bit more in the chair, and we're going to work the side body now. So what we're going to do is sit back on the chair, raise the right arm and hold on to the left part of the chair. So I'm just holding on to the side of the chair and I'm going to come over. I'm gazing ahead and holding that, if I can, for 3 breaths. So we've integrated now this lovely stretch here into the side body. And we often do this standing, but it's quite nice to do it sitting because you've got the full support of the chair. And I release, switch sides. I'm going to raise the left arm, hold on to the side of the right chair now, and I come over. And what I'm trying to do is to remind my body it's coming sideways. So I don't want to fold forwards or back. I remind my body it's coming sideways, and I'm breathing here, breathing into the side, creating space there as I breathe. 1 more deep breath in and out. And release. We're going to do that again, but this time we make it a little bit stronger. So I go back to the first side, right arm up and over, but this time if you want to, raising the left arm, palms facing. Again, this is a stronger stretch, so if it's too strong, keep the left hand again on the chair. But for those that want to work a little deeper, palms facing, still coming sideways, holding for 2 breaths. And again, that is a strong stretch, so just take care. 1 more deep breath in, up we come, and we switch sides. Firstly, going into the side bend for a breath, raising the arms And again, looking forwards, pushing the feet into the floor to stabilize us in this stretch, and breathing into the left side now, creating space there as we breathe into the left ribs. Good. Inhale, coming up, and exhale. Great. So really get that stretch. Now we're going to use our cans, or if we don't want to do that, we will do the resistance work just by making a loose fist. So let me just reiterate that as we sit back, yogis, feet apart. If you don't want to use your cans or your weights today, simply make a loose fist and follow what I'm going to do, but without the cans, okay? Absolutely fine. Again, let me just reiterate, do as much or as little of this practice as you want today. Okay, yogis, so that you can see me, just sitting back there a little bit. So we're going to alternate with our cans. We're going to inhale, one up, exhale, the opposite one comes up. Breathing in, breathing out. So I'm holding the cans, alternate little raises here, or what's known as bicep curls. Inhale, coming up, exhale, alternating. So getting my left and right hemispheres of my brain to talk to one another. Breathing in as one comes up, breathing out. Let's keep going. You can slow this right down, yogis, if you want to. If you feel this is too fast, then do please slow it down. Be aware of the breath and the movement, keeping the spine tall, the feet flat, and hip width apart on the floor. Good. A couple more if you can, and then we're going to change it. Once more on each side, and release down. Good. So this time, yogis, what we're going to do is take them all the way up. So we're going to inhale here, exhale, they come up and above the head touching, inhale back to the shoulders, and exhale down. 4-part movement. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Now you can go slower if you want to, or you can speed it up a little if you want to. But make sure your breath is relaxed, not straining, and that you're comfortably raising either cans or weights and not straining. Keep going if you can. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. We'll keep going a few more if you can. Slow it down if you need to, remember. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Once more if you can, last time. Brilliant work. Okay, take a resting breath. It's quite strong work. Any point you can put the cans down, and just remember, make that loose fist and work just with the fists if you've had enough of your cans, okay? This time we're going to try and go out into that fly position. Inhale, take the arms just to shoulder height. Exhale, smoothly they come back and rest on our lap. Inhale, coming out. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now, what are we doing with the legs? Why don't we add the legs here? So I'm coming forwards again. As I take the arms out, I raise the left leg. Exhale, it comes down. Inhale, raising the right leg, integrating the legs. Exhale. Let's keep going. Inhale, raising one leg just to hip height. Exhale. Inhale, raising the leg. If you don't want to raise the legs, yogis, just continue with the arms. Good, but just integrating whole body into this exercise. We're going to do this a few more times. Inhale, I raise my left leg, take the arms out. Exhale, come back. Inhale, right side. Exhale. Once more on each side. Good. And release. Excellent. Now we haven't quite finished. What we're now going to have a go at, if we want to, is raising one can up towards the ceiling. As we breathe in, it comes down and I raise the other. Smooth and slow. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, alternate arm comes down. Now again, you could do this without the weights if you prefer. Looking forwards, just trying to get a straight arm. Holding onto the can securely. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, one comes down. So we're alternating synchronizing that movement with the breath, gazing ahead. Good work. Keep going. A few more if you can. That's wonderful. Once more on each side. And one more for good measure on each side. Last time. Brilliant. Well done. That's great. Let's take those cans, put them down. Woo, worked well there. And just to let you know, that was a good 10 minutes of upper body work with the cans. So well done, yogis. Well, it's 10 past and we've got about 20 minutes. So let's come up to standing and we'll utilize our chair and do some work here. We will go back to the cans, but not just yet, yogis. So you can see me. So what we're going to do is turn sideways with our chair. Okay, so I'm turning sideways, holding on to the back of the chair. And just a little bit more for the hip, really. Just have a go at this if you can. Stop if it feels too strong. It's my outside leg. I'm going to raise up, holding onto the knee, taking out, bringing back in, and lowering, okay? So a balance as well as a hip and knee opener. Again, go gently if this feels too strong. So let me show you that again. Inhale, I bring the knee up, the outside knee. Exhale, take it out to the side, but trying to keep my hips facing forwards. Inhale, bring the knee in. Exhale and lower. Let's go. Breathing in. Breathing out. Don't strain the knee or hip. Inhale, coming in. Carefully taking out. You mustn't be rushed because quite a strong movement, yogis. Breathing in. Standing leg is strong. Exhale out. Inhale, we come back in and lower. Now, if that's comfortable, we'll do one more. Breathing in, holding onto the chair carefully. Exhale, taking the knee and hip out. Inhale, it comes in. And exhale. Well done. Let's switch sides. Over to the other side. Hold onto the chair gently. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale down. Now, this hip for me feels easier. You may find this side a bit more challenging. So again, I just want to stress, go gently. Holding onto the chair, the inside leg is strong, standing tall. Now, as I breathe in and breathe out, I flex the toes upwards as well to keep that foot active. Inhale, come in. Exhale and lower. Let's do two more. Breathing in. My inside leg is straight, rooting into the floor, and I'm trying to keep the spine tall, holding onto the chair, of course, for support. Exhale, inhale, and exhale. Good. Let's go back to the first side. Lots of repetitions today, so building the strength, building stamina. This time, yogis, I like to do the integration, as you know, of the upper and the lower half. So this time, without the weights, but we will use them in a minute, back to the first side, I'm going to simply raise my leg and lower. Inhale, flex the toes towards you and lower. 6 of those. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Strengthening the legs. Go gently and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. Now, yogis, let's integrate the arm with the movement. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, arm down. I only take the arm to shoulder height, palm down. Adding the leg as well. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. All the while, the inside leg is strong and straight, rooting into the floor. Let's try one more. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Now we're going to go out to the side. Inhale, arm out. Exhale as well as the leg. Looking forwards, breathing in, breathing out. 4 more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Keep that standing leg strong. Breathing in, good. Breathing out, last time. Inhale, exhale, good. Let's switch sides again. And again, slow this down if it feels too strong. Again, have a moment just to keep the inside leg strong. Firstly, we come forwards and down. Inhale, just raise the leg first, sorry. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. 3 more. Inhale and exhale. Notice again that one leg may feel easier. So just being careful not to throw the leg up. Good. Now integrate the arm. Breathe in, breathing out. Palm is down, arm just to shoulder height. Raising arm and leg. Breathing in. Good. 2 more if you can. Excellent. Last time. Well done. Have a rest, and then we're going to go out. Inhale, raising arm and leg outwards. Exhale, try and keep the arm at shoulder height. 5 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last time, yogis, if you can. Well done. Good. Back to the first side. I mentioned we'd use our weights again. So if you wish to, grabbing one of your cans. And this time what we're going to do is that exercise, 4 of those though. So let me just demonstrate the first one. I bring the arm in, bring my knee in, I take it down. I then take it out to the side and bring it back. So 4 parts, and we're going to do it 4 times. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Breathing in, knee up, bringing the little can in, inhale out, and exhale. Try 3 more. Good. Keep the breath relaxed. Inhale, exhale, inhale smoothly, exhale. Last time. Inhaling, exhale, inhale, exhale. Wonderful. Let's try the other side. Remember, you can always slow these down if they feel a bit too fast. Nice and tall in the spine, gazing ahead. Let's go. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling out and exhaling in. Coming in, exhale, out, exhale. 4 more. Two more if you can, yogis. Slow it down if you need to. And last time. Good. Last time, out to the side on this side and relax. Good. Place your can down for a moment. Let's go back to the first side. Just checking how we're doing for time. Brilliant. 17 minutes past. Okay. Let's work the back of the leg, yogis, now. So what I'm going to do is take my left foot in between the chair leg, bend that front knee and turn my right foot out. And I'm just taking my hands to my hips so that I know that they're parallel to the chair, okay? So what I'm going to do is very gently hold onto the chair. I've got a bent front knee and just lunge, okay? Holding onto the chair, I get a good stretch down that right hamstring. I've turned the foot out, hips facing the back of the chair, bending the front knee gently, and rooting my back right heel down and looking forwards. Just holding that for a deep stretch, a couple of deep breaths there into that stretch. Now we can change this by looking up towards the ceiling carefully. This gives the sternum and the chest a stretch. Making sure we're not straining the back of the neck. And then gazing ahead, relaxing the head. Now the last part, I want you to hold onto the back of the chair, straighten the front left leg, come up onto the ball of the back foot and gently tip forwards, looking forwards. So now we're coming into a balance. So I'm holding onto the back of the chair, my left leg is straight, I've raised the right leg and I'm gazing ahead. I'm trying to squeeze the shoulder blades together as if I had an orange in between the shoulder blades. That helps to open the chest and activate the shoulder blades. Looking forwards, hold for as long as you comfortably can, but don't strain. And when you need to release, coming down. Good. So we integrate a stretch and a balance there. Let's try the opposite side. So this time, my right foot in between my chair legs. Deliberately, I want to turn the back heel out about 45 degrees. and bend the front right knee. As I bend, I can feel a gentle stretch in that back calf, and I'm rooting down now through the back heel. So the left heel's rooting into the floor, hips facing the chair. And I can lunge deeply and hold that. So we're back in the legs for this one. If I want to make it stronger, I can look up towards the ceiling and get that stretch from my belly up to my throat. Lovely stretch. But again, please take care that you're not straining or shortening the back of the neck too much. You can simply look forwards if you prefer. Nice deep breathing into that stretch. Now, again, I straighten the front leg. I come up onto the ball of the back foot and I hold firmly the back of the chair. I want to lean forwards, raise the back of the leg, not particularly high, and then lift my chest. So I'm looking up towards my ceiling, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Make sure your low back enjoys this. It's not too strong for the low back. Front leg is strong. And trying to get this lift in the chest gently. Looking forwards, hold for a few deep breaths if you can. If it's too strong, you can skip this pose or release now. 2 more deep breaths. Our balances are said to improve our memory and build strength and stamina. And release. Well done, yogis. Well, we're going to try our squat while we're at the back of the chair. So let's take the feet, if you can, about as wide as your chair legs, if you've got a sort of kitchen chair like this. Not too wide, a comfortable squat. Toes are out, heels are in. And we're going to go down and hold that for a breath in and out. Notice I'm trying to keep my tailbone down towards the floor. I don't want to stick the bottom out. I want to look forwards and keep that tailbone down. And then coming up. And we repeat that 3 more times. Inhale, we go down, holding onto the back of the chair for support. Breathe and hold. And again, if your knees aren't good, make sure you go into a comfortable squat, okay? Don't overstrain those feet or those knees. And again, down we go, taking a nice deep breath in. Each time you go down, you could try holding a little longer. But again, the squat needs to feel comfortable, not strained. And we come up. Good. Once more. Let's go down. A couple of nice deep breaths there. Comfortable squat. And we come up. Well done, yogis. Brilliant. Well, we've got a little bit of time left, so we want to just do a couple of more exercises with the chair. And I suggest a nice twist. So this time we're going to face our chair. And we're going to make sure again that the chair is steady. My right foot in between the chair legs, and we'll go for a standing twist. Now I'm going to bend my front knee, and I've turned my back foot out about 45 degrees. And I've just imagined I've sort of stepped over a puddle. I'm not particularly wide. Bending the front knee, but making sure it doesn't touch the chair. And I rest my right hand on the chair seat. I've got my left arm, it's going to come around the back of my waist, palm facing outwards, so that I can start to twist to my left side. Okay, so I'm looking over my left shoulder. Now, for those that want to make this stronger, you can start to straighten both legs gently. Don't lock the knees, yogis. Keep a micro bend in them, but a stronger stretch in the legs if you wish to, by straightening them. Otherwise, keep the front knee slightly bent. We're gazing towards the left, holding on our hand and resting on the seat of the chair for stability. Let's aim for 2 more deep breaths. This is a great standing twist. We're going to breathe in and we're going to exhale and come back up gently. And we'll repeat that on the other side, yogis. Left foot in between the chair legs now, bending the left knee. I've turned my right foot out, my hips again facing the chair. And this time the left hand resting on the seat of the chair, wrapping my arm around the back of the waist. Again, for a stronger stretch, I could straighten the front leg if I wanted to, or I can keep a micro bend in that front knee. The back leg is definitely straight. And I'm turning to look somewhere over my right shoulder now, holding for 3 slow breaths. And again, fully supported by the chair, making sure you're not over twisting. Keep a micro bend in that front knee again, just to protect the low back if needed. Otherwise, legs can be fairly straight. One more deep breath in, exhale, and we release. Good work, yogis. That's such a lovely stretch. Now, it's a little bit chilly. I hope you're not feeling chilly, but let's just take a moment to come back to our nice sort of waist circles. So we're going to have the knees apart, go into a wide squat, bring the arms up to shoulder height as we did on the chair, and let's just keep that spine moving. Couple of those lovely twists from side to side. Nice and slow. Inhaling to one side, smoothly exhaling to the other. Just want you to keep the spine warm. Again, if this feels too strong, you can sit and do this in the chair. Remember, it's the first exercise that we did for our waist. So do this seated if you prefer or if needed. Keeping the elbows as high as the shoulders. Good. Keep going. A few more to each side if you can. That's it. And coming back. Well done. Good. Okay. So we're coming back to the chair. We've got a few minutes to spare. Let's come back to seated. And we'll just do a little bit of work for the body again, the whole body this time. So I'd like to integrate a couple of breathing exercises now. So sitting nice and tall, yogis. We're going to just roll the shoulders back a few times. Notice if they feel nice and loose and forwards. Okay, good. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale and raise the arms, crossing the palms over, but looking forwards. Exhale and lower. So this is great for lung capacity. And we do that 6 times. Breathing in, looking forwards, crossing the palms over, the wrists. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, cross the wrists over the opposite way if you can. Exhale and lower. 3 more in your own time. Inhaling, good. Exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Lovely. Last time, breathing in carefully, filling the lungs. Exhale as we empty them. Good. And now let's go into what we call a roll. So if I turn sideways, you don't need to, but so you can see the movement. This is a great way again, just to soften the whole body. We're coming down now. So as I inhale, I go all the way down. I'm going to raise the arms, exhale and come up. Inhale, I flow down slowly. Exhale, coming up, looking forwards. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, flowing down. Exhale, looking up. Breathing in again, we softly fold down. Exhale, coming up. Now let's just do that with the spine. So let's release the arms now and do that movement just with the spine in mind. So inhale, let's fold all the way down. I want you just to hang out here for a second. Exhale, start to come up slowly. Okay, so much more of a spinal movement. Let's do that 3 more times. Breathing in as we go down, chin tucked in. Now, when you get down this time, just let your whole body hang there. Take a breath out. Enjoy the stretch. Inhale, start to come up. And exhale, resting. Okay, 2 more of those. Breathing in. It's a leisurely journey down, softening the spine, all of the back body. Exhale, coming up. Let's do that just once more. Breathing in, softly folding into the body. A moment to pause and just hang out. And exhale, coming up. Good, yogis. Well, let's finish our practice just with a little bit of fun here, stretching the whole body. Just a couple of these to finish. We're going to inhale and stretch the whole body now. Fingers open wide, toes open wide, like a 5-pointed star. Hands out through the head, out through the feet, and exhale. Have another go. Just a nice joyful pose, sitting tall. Inhale, opening. Exhale, great. Just feeling the expansion there. Once more, breathing in, opening, expanding the body. Excellent. And exhale. Great. Let's relax now. It's time to finish the practice. So just closing the eyes, taking a couple of resting breaths, yogis. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's inhale, raise the arms up, palms back at the chest. Om Shanti Peace. Namaste. Do join us for meditation at 2 if you can. And if not, meditation tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Om Shanti Peace. And thanks for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you. Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you.